It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. And there it is for him.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Nailed from three-point land.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter with strong fundamentals. Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
The Celtics on offense. It's a three-point game. White, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jason Tatum. A nice shot by Tatum.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
And here's Prince outside. The rebound by the Celtics. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Tatum looking around. The screen from Brown. Tatum with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And it's Brown missing. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Jason Tatum hits it from three-point range.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. It's White on the wing. Back to Brown. Down low. Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now Lillard, after the missed three from Derek White. Kuzma outside. To the inside. Kicks it out to Giannis. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Prince can't hit. Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Brown wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo. Porzingis with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Brown outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. The three from Porzingis.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And they pick up 2. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Back to Tatum. Here's Holiday. Tatum a screen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Pass to Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
Outside White. A 3. And that's good. Jason Tatum for 3. Tatum's got 11.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Count that bucket.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Outside Prince. Kuzma outside. Giannis outside. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screening role.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Here's Tatum driving to the basket.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Rebounded by the Bucks. 1:44 left now here in the second. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Here's Giannis. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:24 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Brown driving inside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, take flight, JB. This man is explosive.
And to Tecumbo. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. Boston leading by 4. Here goes Tatum. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Pass to Tatum. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. The Celtics have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
A floater. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Kuzma can't get it to go. Celtics on offense. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to White. 15 seconds left in the first half. Back to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. White wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The big man, Giannis with a nice touch.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Screen by Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Right side, Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And the basket by Lillard.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
side, Tatum. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
And it's Brown missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Prince. White with the defensive effort. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They're leading by 8. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. When he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Here's Brown. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Celtics leading by 13. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Oh, good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Giannis. Pass to Lopez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And the Bucks miss again.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brown, good.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 15. Right side, White. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
The stride gets Kuzma down the lane so quickly. Defense tries to adjust, but Kuz doesn't back off.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Holiday looking over the floor. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. They need this. And that one's good. Lillard's got 6 points. And so it's the Boston Celtics riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Tatum. Brown outside. Misses from short range. Bucks trail by 15. Inside. Porzingis with the block. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 12 points for Jaylen Brown. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Back to Brown. And a miss there on the triple. Kuzma, left side. Porzingis with the steal. Celtics passing it around. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Outside Tatum. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 19 points.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Lopez. Guarded by Porzingis. Over in the corner, Lillard. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half. White looking around. Offline with his 3. Bucks trailed by 16. And here's Prince outside. They get the rebound. Back to Giannis. The second chance effort. Kicks it out to Prince. Over White. Prince misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the D has to compromise once Lopez gets that close, fouling him and hoping he misses.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And here is Brown. Pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Here's Lillard. White with the defensive effort. Boston leading by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Right wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Prince wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Brown right side. Lets the three fly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yep, it counts.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony.